Yeah, I'm gonna set the note. I think it's on already. Hey, good day everyone. We're here with Jesus Arroyo.
Yes.
He is a fellow Keller Williams Premiere Properties agent with us in Glen Ellyn. Hey, Jesus, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for inviting me, Bobby.
I wanted to find out more about the towns within the Glen Ellyn area, and I'm profiling different cities within DuPage, but wanted to talk to you about Bloomingdale.
Yes.
But before we go there, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name's Jesus Arroyo. Fairly new to real estate. I started in 2019. Fell in love with it, love it now, and it's been really fun. I used to do inside sales customer service for a manufacturing company. Used to live in Addison, a little bit of Villa Park, and we recently, with my family, moved over to Bloomingdale. So we fell in love with the town. It's a town that we always look for possibly moving to, and then we found the opportunity to do so. So we're glad to be here.
Yeah, again, Jesus, thank you for doing this with me. I used to, for the most part, when I work in the office, that is, the jobs that I've always had was always in the northwest suburbs. So I would drive sometimes off Gary and sometimes off Bloomingdale Road, and I never noticed that they have Bloomingdale actually has a great downtown. What kind of in-town festivities happen here?
So there's summer concerts that the Park District does.
Mm-hmm.
There's also Festival of Lights during December, where they put in a big tree and they put on the lights. And all around this park, or this center that you see back here,
Mm-hmm.
the gazebo and stuff full of lights, reindeer ornaments, things like that. And it's really nice. It's called the Old Town Center,
Right.
but it's really like a Old Town new mix, because some of the buildings try to be antique,
Right.
but they're very well kept, very up to date, and very homey.
Yep, absolutely. We're actually just outside of an Italian restaurant here. They open at 4 p.m., but it looks like they have outdoor dining and just a great downtown, not to the extent that, in terms of footprint, not towards the extent that Naperville has, but I think your downtown is much bigger than even Warrenville. So let's step back a little bit. What, when you were looking to move in here, could you remember maybe the top 3 or top 5 reasons why you narrowed down your search towards Bloomingdale?
Well, like a lot of people on their home search, it was the highways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got 355, 290 close by, within a few minutes reach. Major intersections, Lake Street,
Mm-hmm.
North Avenue's not too far away from here.
Right.
So all those things played into effect, along with how close can we be to our parents. You know, they live in Villa Park, my mom lives in Addison.
Okay.
So it's fairly close. It's not that far away. School districts, very important for us because we have a 5-year-old.
Okay.
So that played into effect too.
Mm-hmm.
We looked up a Bloomingdale School District. They share with Roselle, so they got a very good high school, good elementaries, good middle schools, and then just a small town feel. We would come here and do activities that the Park District was doing.
Right.
We didn't live here, but we liked it,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's what gravitated us towards over here.
Yep, so absolutely. So it sounds to me that it's very typical for people looking to move. It's proximity to jobs, the ease of commute, the school that your kids want to be in, and then just the overall community feel of the town. But it looks to me, just looking at the map of the footprint of Bloomingdale, it looks huge, but you still have that sense of community.
Yes.
Would you say so?
Yes, and that is one of the biggest things that even talking to the Chamber of Commerce, they emphasize that, you know, that it's an old town, small town feel to it,
Right.
but it's a bigger town.
Yep,
you know.
absolutely.
and then you do get that. You do get that from the activities they provide. To the community itself, your neighbors are really nice. We're all here kind of helping each other. When we go to the stores, retail is one of them, that they have a good strip down Harbor Trail Road for retail, restaurants. And you get that nice friendly when you go into a restaurant that we frequent, my wife and I, at the Campana.
Now, where's that at?
That's right off of Army Trail.
Okay.
Passing Schick.
Okay.
Between by the Walmart area, and there, even sometimes the cook comes out, says hi. It makes you feel like they know you. He might not remember us, but it makes you feel like he knows us.
Yeah.
And we get that a lot in Bloomingdale.
Absolutely. So we'll talk about shopping and all of the restaurant amenities later. There was one question I had in my mind. We may have to cut this off or edit this,
Okay.
but I'll try to remember the question that I have.
Okay.
So really overall, for someone, let me phrase this question. What is Bloomingdale an alternative to? Just as an example, if someone is getting priced out in Schaumburg, would they consider Bloomingdale? Or someone getting priced out of Addison? Is this an alternative, or more so, hey, consider Bloomingdale first before you consider Schaumburg? Would you say so?
You get a mixture. I love Bloomingdale, so I'm going to say Bloomingdale comes first. But no, I would say Schaumburg's a good example as an alternative, from an alternative from Schaumburg. You're getting priced out. You got a lot more condos and townhomes in Schaumburg because it's bigger.
Right.
It's a city, you would say. Bloomingdale has that too. So if you're getting priced out from those types of property,
right,
Bloomingdale has something for you here. The same as in detached family homes, single family homes. You have a lot of variety here. It's not just big houses. There's also small houses. It's a mixture. It's a nice mixture.
It's a mixture of the footprint of the home, mixture of the features of the home is what you're saying, and then there's a great mixture then of when these homes were built. Would you say so?
Yes. I mean, it ranges from, you might have a few maybe in the 1960s, built in the 1960s, but you have a lot of 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s as well. Obviously the more bigger homes are a little newer. The McMansions, we might call them. They have a good strip of those, so it attracts that the variety of high-end people looking for high-end homes, along with the average middle class, like myself, person looking for just somewhere to live nice.
Absolutely. Now, I want to talk about one other town. Would you say that this also would be an alternative to Glen Ellyn if they wanted to locate maybe in the older central business district, the Old Town area? Would you say this could be an alternative to Glen Ellyn as well?
Glen Ellyn, and I know you talked about Naperville, and I think we have the potential to be an alternative to Naperville. We're not quite there yet, but it could be. It could be with a lot more developments to make.
Right.
Because we do have, like you said, the footprint to build out, and that's the nice thing about it.
So let's talk price points really quick. So for a typical 3-bedroom, 1 or 1.5 bathrooms to maybe a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, newer construction, what are the tiers of price points? I know you talk about there's a wide variety, but what's your average, maybe the average home price around here, if you know?
So it's between $280 and $300 for a single family, not new construction.
Right, of course.
Already built. Newer construction, you're looking at the low 300s up to 400s, depending on the amenities you want inside the newer construction. How many bedrooms? From a 4 to a 3, it does make a difference. But single family homes typically between 280 and 300 average. I know NBC had done a poll earlier in the winter in 2021, and they labeled Bloomingdale as one of the, I think it came number 5 out of 10 or 100, something like that, for most affordable to live in.
Was it nationwide, or was that just Midwest? Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I didn't come across that article, so that's great to know. Hey, let's talk about really quick all of the retail amenities, and also of course the shopping and the restaurants. So Stratford Square, so that's part of Bloomingdale, correct?
Correct.
Do you know anything? It's been a couple of years now, but there's redevelopment going around that entire shopping center. All of the outlots in the past dedicated to parking lots.
Yes.
What's going on out there?
So there's a lot of for sale going on. Because not all of Stratford was necessarily Stratford Squares. Parts of Prairie Scott had land there, you know, in
They were being
Stratford.
anchored, correct?
Yeah. So you have some of those already up for sale. I think Burlington's up for sale as well. To try to bring a new development. I know the town, I don't know the specifics, but I know Bloomingdale City or the mayor's office, all that wants to tackle that and not make it an eyesore. They really want to progress on that. I don't know what kind of progression they've made on it, but I do know that Woodman's came in there and that brought a lot of good attention to try to fix all that and maybe make it into another strip center versus a mall.
Okay.
You know,
but I think there's by Springfield, I think there's planned unit developments like
new construction,
townhomes and probably duplexes.
Yes.
So is that 100% developed and sold?
Yes. There's still some lots to be sold, very few, and there's still townhomes that are vacant but already built. But most of it, I would say probably 75 to 80% is probably already filled up.
Yeah. Kind of a side note, just an observation. I think that would be the future of the large vacancy of large indoor malls. Would be to have some variation in the use zoning wise. As an example, Fox Valley, they have senior living in the outlots of Fox Valley malls. I think that's the future of try to rethink about the uses of those big retail footprints. All of there's quite a bit of traffic, of course, but there's agglomeration of retail and restaurants along Army Trail, and of course Costco's there. That generates a lot of sales tax revenues, I would imagine, for the city, correct?
Correct.
So does that mean that your property taxes, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but is there a discussion on property taxes going down or just maintaining a level?
Maintaining a level. I haven't been here long enough to see actually play out, but doing my research and looking at the taxes across from where we were going to move to, I did notice that Bloomingdale, for what it offered, maintained a pretty fair level. You would think it'd be higher. You know, our neighbor next door, Schaumburg, LaSalle. I mean, they do share counties, which is Cook County, right? So it's different price points on the taxes, but you would think it'd be maybe similar or as high. Let's say to Glen Ellyn. And it's not. You know, you still get a lot of reasonable taxation for property here.
Yep, absolutely. So major retailers in Bloomingdale, Target's there, Walmart's there. You of course have Costco. You even have Lowe's.
Yes.
And then I don't know. Do you have Home Depot around here?
Well, that's the thing. So Target technically, and that's another thing that I wanted to highlight with Bloomingdale is that they're very friendly with their neighbors, especially Glendale Heights. So our boundaries kind of mix. You would never notice. So Target really is Glendale Heights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The same with the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get the sense that that entire area along Army Trail, bounded by Gary and is it Bloomingdale Road?
Yeah, Bloomingdale and then also Schick.
I feel that that's actually a regional shopping area because it attracts, as an example, my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they live in Wheaton, that they actually shop at Costco as an example in Bloomingdale. So I feel that's actually a regional shopping area which attracts the residents of Glendale Heights, Bloomingdale, probably a portion of Roselle, probably a portion of Addison, Wheaton, of course, and it's a great magnet for retail tax revenues for the town.
Yes, and I think that's what Bloomingdale in general tries to maintain, and that's why they try to be so friendly and welcoming to try to maintain that in-house versus going somewhere else.
Yep, absolutely. Let's talk about restaurants really quick. Can you name your top 5 or maybe top 3 even?
I would say top 3 because I mean, it's really hard to. I love food, so I consider a lot of good restaurants. But fast food wise, we just got a Cane's not too long ago.
Now, where's that at?
Right off of Armature, right around that conglomerate of plazas and restaurants there. So that's my wife's favorite go-to on the fast, on the run. But then you got your Chili's is good there. We love the Olive Garden there. The Campana is right there. We've also once in a while visited Anyways Bar and Grill. So there's a lot of selections that we like. All those that I named are the ones that I really like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean you got your other stuff. You got Dunkin' Donuts. We actually, I believe, have a Starbucks by Gary and Army Trail, and we share another one with Glendale Heights, right off of Army Trail in Bloomingdale. So there's plenty of fast food places to go to. Burger King, McDonald's is nearby. So it's really nice. I mean, who doesn't like a chicken or a chicken nugget once in a while? So
yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
I'm kind of out of questions. Was there anything else? So just to summarize a little bit, very affordable area, great schools, central to commute arteries, that is, on highways and tollways. All of your amenities with shopping and dining are available. Man alive, there's no reason what I can think of not to move to Bloomingdale.
Right.
Can you think of any reason why not Bloomingdale?
No, I wouldn't say why not. But again, I do think that Bloomingdale has a long way to go to keep building and becoming that alternative to other big name towns already. You name Schaumburg, even Rochelle, Glen Ellyn, even Wheaton, Naperville. I don't think we could ever be big as Naperville or Schaumburg, maybe. But there is a lot of progress to be made, and maybe some of that might deter some people from coming here because it's not that well built yet. You would say. That's the only reason that I can see maybe not moving to Bloomingdale. But other than that, something we didn't talk about is first responders here are great with the community. They do not just protect and they're here when you call them. They do a lot of outreach programs. My son just had through the Park District visited the firehouse. And you kind of get to see what they do. They show you the equipment. They even give you a little mini test of what they do, to get hired on, the testing they do, which is nice, and you might not see that in a lot of other towns.
Yes, absolutely. Any questions I failed to ask? We covered a lot of things, and there's really a lot of reasons why I think Bloomingdale is such an attractive town to move into. Okay, pop quiz. Days on the market, average days on the market.
Right now, since it's so hot, I would say max 15 days.
I think that's typical for all of the towns in DuPage.
I think before this hot market, you were looking at possibly 30 days or less.
Probably 15 to 17 days. I think that's very typical for a 350 and below price point. Hey, his name is Jesus Arroyo, Keller Williams Premiere Properties, also with the McCann Properties team in Glen Ellyn. My name's Bobby Taruk with Team Taruk, also with Keller Williams Premiere Properties. I'm gonna go around and shoot some still photos or videos of around the old park of Bloomingdale. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed.
Like the video.
Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate you, everyone, for watching, and have a good day now. Bye-bye. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Let me preview it really quick, and I think it's all good.
Yeah, I mean there might be some editing.
Man, you did really well.
Thank you. I was so nervous.
You didn't expect that pop quiz, did you?
No, I did not. I think I nailed it though.
Yeah, you did.